go back to earlier, it's sort of like it is all based off of that Epstein incident. You know, it's based off of there are Clintons, there are politicians, there are movie stars that were all involved in that, and I'm sure they were all involved in some more stuff, but to say that it's all targeted against Trump. And here's another thing.
Yeah, that sounds absurd.
If Trump's whole thing was he was going to clean up the swamp, why hasn't it changed?
He made it deeper and murkier.
Exactly. Is Hillary Clinton in jail? Is Bill Clinton in jail? Do they have charges pending?
Is the wall built?
It's you understand the hypocrisy, right? That I'm getting at.
Yeah.
It's like sort of no. He just found an end to the table. He's still at the table. The table's still there. The chairs are all there. Nothing's really changed about it except him. It's just that he's there.
So you're probably asking yourself, how can people actually believe this? Well, glad you asked, Nash. Good question. Judging by social media, there are hundreds of thousands of people who believe in at least some of the bizarre theories offered up by QAnon. I guess you can consider me one of them because I believe that the whole pedophile thing, if it's a giant cover-up, like they think supporters drive hashtags and coordinate abuse of perceived enemies. They're politicians, celebrities, and journalists who they believe are covering up for pedophiles. I don't think journalists are. Politicians and celebrities. Epstein. I'm just going to say Epstein. I'm just going to say it.
Yeah, but it's my understanding. The way I reason with that is just like, okay, that's what Epstein did. That's what, you're associated with Epstein. That's probably why you were, to some extent, at least that closely, at least, visiting 27 times. Yeah, that's probably why.
Just Bill Clinton, by the way.
That's
the horn dog president.
That's probably why you were, going there. But why does there need to be more to that?
Yeah.
Because I'm not saying there isn't. There probably is some financial stuff, or probably is maybe a policy thing or two just so it can happen.
Yeah.
I'm sure more illegal things happen than you can assume just based off of that. But I feel like that was the center of it.
Yeah.
Was Epstein's Island. We should probably watch that Netflix documentary. God damn it.
Yeah, I heard the whole series on him wasn't that great. It kind of leaves out a bunch.
Well, Netflix, you're, not living up to your standard.
Down the totem pole, Netflix. So I think a lot of their stuff is just bombastic. It's ridiculous, but I think some of it, there's a kernel of truth in there somewhere. It's just a matter of finding it.
Yeah, like you look at the JFK assassination. I can't wait for everybody to destroy me on social media for this. I believe there was one guy that was shooting at him, Lee Harvey Oswald.
I do as well.
The tricky thing that I, as a historian, know is that the FBI and the CIA knew that he shouldn't have been going down that street. It was just tactically really idiotic. Why? Because it'd be very easy to snipe somebody from there. They didn't tell each other. They didn't communicate to Secret Service about it.
They just let it happen.
They let it happen.
Like 9/11, like 9/11 even.
Sort of, yeah. I'm not going to get into 9/11.
Oh, even there was a conspiracy theory a long time ago. FDR let Pearl Harbor happen. That was a conspiracy theory. I 100% believe that.
Well, that is even more tricky. So, what happened with Pearl Harbor? Whew, I love how we're getting into it.
To get us into the war, baby.
Well, there's one big thing that I've seen falsely said a lot that was Japan. There were not a single Japanese American was a spy. That's false. There was an immigrant from Japan on Hawaii who took pictures of and relayed that information back to Japan about the whole fleet being there. So there was a guy. Was the internment camps right to do? No, because all the people they locked up weren't Japanese spies. Like they didn't lock up Italians or German Americans. So
yeah,
that was kind of messed up.
We don't talk
really
about
messed up. But what happened with that was Japan had told the United States that they weren't negotiating anymore. The way you speak, the way Japanese is spoken, it's a very formal language. and this isn't some racist bullshit. I took a whole I studied this a lot. The way it's very formal. You're never rude to somebody in Japanese. In fact, you're overly polite. If you directly translated like like food instructions from a Japanese like
Cookbook.
yeah, or something like that, or just even like on the back of like I don't know, like noodles that you were cooking in a microwave, it'd be like, please take these delicious noodles and place them in your like heavenly microwave for the absolute time of 2 minutes. It's just overly appreciative and nice. It's very hard to be negative in Japanese. You're supposed to be very nice and polite, and that's just how the language is structured. So yeah, declaring war wasn't that straightforward when you said it, but also that message was sent, I think, on Friday night. Guess what? The translator for the U.S. Embassy didn't get back till Monday. So nobody was there to even translate the message.
Okay.
Winston Churchill definitely let the Germans bomb some cities, though. But that was because we cracked their code and we couldn't let them know that. The cost of war.
Cost of war, baby.